Hello everyone, my name is Brian and this is
Dark Age.
The Great Depression, a catastrophic economic downturn that shook the world in the 1930s, stands as a vivid testament to the endurance and ingenuity of individuals during times of scarcity. While we may have come a long way since then with technological advancements and economic progress, recent global events have sparked concerns about the potential for another economic crisis. That era brought about immense suffering and widespread poverty, but it also compelled people to develop innovative approaches to stretch limited resources and make the most out of what they had. In this video, we'll take a look at 10 Great Depression foods that will see a resurgence soon. Vinegar pie. In times when fruits like lemons or apples were scarce, vinegar stepped forward to lend its tangy essence in creating a surprisingly delightful dessert. Vinegar pie, an embodiment of simplicity, welcomes anyone into its realm of easy creation. In just an hour, you can conjure a pie that beautifully balances sweetness and tartness, even in the absence of traditional fruits. Devotees of vinegar pie often embrace the addition of spices like cinnamon or nutmeg, while others incorporate elements such as maple, brown sugar, or raisins to elevate their creations. The true essence of vinegar pie lies in its ability to transform pantry staples into a sweet treat that captures the hearts of families. To embark on this culinary adventure, gather 2 cups of sugar, 3 tablespoons of flour, half teaspoon of nutmeg, half cup of butter, 2/3 cup of vinegar, and a quart of hot water. Don't forget a pie crust or the pastry needed to create one. Preheat your oven to a toasty 450 degrees and whisk together the dry ingredients. Cut the pie crust into strips and layer them with butter and sugar mixture, creating a delightful tapestry of flavors. Combine the vinegar with the hot water, forming a tantalizing elixir, and pour it over the layered pie interior, leaving ample space for the bubbling magic that awaits. Bake this creation for approximately an hour and until it dawns a golden brown hue of perfection. Potato pancakes. Behold the humble potato, an unsung hero of the Great Depression. Its starchy, substantial nature emerged as the perfect remedy for rumbling stomachs, flourishing effortlessly in almost any climate. And lo and behold, potato pancakes emerged as a timeless treasure from that bygone era, their popularity enduring to this very day. Gather a handful of whole potatoes, a pinch of salt and pepper, should your heart desire, introduce the likes of onions, garlic, cheese, and even the savory lure of bacon. Grate the potatoes and blend them with the divine harmony of salt, pepper, and any chosen comrades in flavor. Mold this divine blend into delectable patties and introduce them to a non-stick pan. Commence with a fiery blaze, then graciously temper the heat as the pancakes don their alluring golden coats. But heed this advice. Treat them with care, for these delicate wonders warrant no flipping until their first side boasts the glory of full and utter crispness. Cabbage soup. With the ability to satiate even the hungriest of bellies, robust soups and stews became a staple in local soup kitchens, often providing sustenance for every meal. Among the humble offerings, cabbage soup frequently took center stage. Now let's gather our ingredients for this thrifty delight. 4 cups of chopped cabbage, 1 cup of diced potatoes, 3 cups of water, 1 finely chopped onion, 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and a pinch of salt and pepper. To embark on this culinary journey, combine all the ingredients excluding the milk and cornstarch in a pot. Allow them to mingle and cook until tender, transforming into a harmonious symphony of flavors. In a separate act of culinary wizardry, dissolve the cornstarch in the milk, creating a velvety elixir. Add this magical concoction to the soup, stirring gently as it thickens, imbuing the broth with a delightful richness. Navy bean soup. The navy bean soup was a comforting staple that found its way to many family tables during the Great Depression. Rich in protein from the mighty beans and brimming with the earthy essence of root vegetables, this soup offered both sustenance and affordability. Prepare with 2 cups of beans, 1 chopped onion, 2 carrots, 1 celery stick, 2 cloves of garlic, and any other vegetables that have found their way into your pantry. Should you desire, a savory touch of ham can also join this seafaring feast. Begin by tending to the beans, following their specific instructions for preparation. In a pan, cook the chopped onion and minced garlic until they gleam with a golden hue, infusing your kitchen with their aromatic charm. Next, gather your fleet of vegetables such as carrots, celery, and more, and unite them with the onion and garlic in a pan. Allow them to simmer gently on low heat, welcoming your chosen meat companion. Let the flavors intertwine. Finally, combine all these elements with the cooked beans. Adjust the water levels as needed, and sprinkle in the wondrous alchemy of salt and pepper to taste. Stuffed peppers. Stuffed peppers is a true testament to the art of simplicity and satiety. With just a few ingredients, it manages to satisfy and leave you feeling content. Truly, a little goes a long way. Now let's unveil the secrets to this enchanting recipe. Gather 1 pound of ground beef, a cup or 2 of cooked white rice, a dollop of tomato sauce, and a handful of bell peppers with their tops skillfully removed, their seeds discarded. Carefully stuff each pepper with a delightful mixture of rice, beef, and sauce, allowing the flavors to intertwine within this vibrant vessel. For an extra touch of decadence, consider a sprinkling of cheese and a drizzle of additional sauce. To ensure tenderness and succulence, add a small amount of water or sauce to the bottom of the baking dish. Assemble these delectable parcels in a shallow baking dish, their final stage before culinary perfection. Allow them to bask in the warmth of an oven preheated to a comforting 350 to 400 degrees, patiently awaiting their transformation. In approximately 15 to 20 minutes, they shall emerge, ready to grace your table with their irresistible aroma. Depression-era peanut butter bread. The Depression-era peanut butter bread is a testament to the art of making do with whatever you have. Gather around, for here's what you'll need: 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 1/3 cups of milk, and a 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Now, preheat your oven to a cozy 160 degrees Celsius or 325 Fahrenheit. In a mixing bowl, combine the dry ingredients, gradually add the milk, followed by the star of the show, peanut butter. Knead the mixture until it transforms into a harmonious dough. Pour this glorious concoction into a greased loaf tin, its final abode for baking perfection. Allow it to work its magic in the oven for approximately 1 hour. Hoover stew. Cleverly christened after the 31st president of the U.S., the Hoover stew emerged during his ill-fated tenure, coinciding with the infamous stock market crash of 1929 that thrust the nation into a desperate state. Poor Hoover, he often found himself at the receiving end of blame for the dire circumstances of the era. Its essence? Cooked macaroni merrily mingling with hot dogs, canned tomatoes, and corn, resulting in an affordable and belly-filling stew fit for the masses. The recipe, although adaptable to various interpretations, retained the core philosophy of making do with what was available. Of course, the 1930s boasted an array of popular soups and stews, each carrying its own unique twist. In fact, if you scour the vast expanse of the internet, you're bound to stumble upon a treasure trove of 1930s Depression soup recipes, showcasing the resourcefulness of those trying times. Dandelion salad. Ah, behold, the epitome of culinary creativity in the face of adversity, the legendary dandelion salad. Yes, you heard it right. Dandelions take center stage in this verdant creation. But fear not, for these tenacious weeds undergo a meticulous cleaning and cutting process before gracing your palate. Dandelion greens step into the role of lettuce, ready to mingle with any other vegetables that happen to find their way into your possession. This uncomplicated recipe beckons you to embark on a journey where the vibrant dandelion greens steal the show, while their vegetable comrades bring diversity to the ensemble. The dandelions must be thoroughly cleaned, ensuring that no pests or chemicals linger upon their delicate leaves. Only then can you embrace the unexpected beauty of this unconventional salad. Meat and potato patties. This dish was born out of the wartime rationing era when every scrap of meat counted. With each family limited to their allotted meat rations, meat and potato patties became a clever way to stretch those precious portions. Crafting these patties follows a similar path to making traditional hamburgers. However, in this recipe, potatoes play a starchy role, serving as the binding agent that holds the mixture together. By incorporating less meat than a standard burger, these patties ingeniously make a little meat go a long way. Now, let's delve into the fabulous recipe for meat and potato patties, a culinary gem that may prove useful in our current economic climate. Gather the following ingredients: a pound of lean ground beef, 3/4 cup of shredded potatoes, 1/4 cup of chopped onion, 2 tablespoons of chopped green pepper, 1 egg, 1 cup of tomato juice, 1 tablespoon of flour, and 1/4 cup of water. Combine all the ingredients except the tomato juice and shape them into patties, gently pressing to achieve the perfect form. Heat some oil in a skillet and cook each patty over medium heat until a delightful golden brown hue graces their surface. Once all the patties have been browned to perfection, it's time to introduce the tomato juice to the pan. Allow the patties to simmer in this flavorful bath for approximately 25 minutes, soaking up the essence of tangy goodness. For those seeking a shelf-staple alternative, you can explore the art of canning hamburger meat at home, ensuring a well-stocked pantry for future delights. Granny's Midwest Goulash. Goulash, a beloved staple in American kitchens across the nation. This version holds a special place in our hearts. This delightful macaroni dish, brimming with seasoned ground beef and tomatoes, captures the essence of a cheap and hearty meal that brings joy to all. Creating goulash is a breeze, and you can easily adapt the recipe based on the ingredients you have at hand. Let's gather the essentials. 1 cup of macaroni, 1 pound of ground beef, 1 onion, 4 garlic cloves, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and any additional veggies that happen to grace your pantry. Begin by cooking the macaroni until it reaches a slightly undercooked state. In a skillet, brown the ground beef and add the onions, garlic, and any available veggies, infusing the mixture with a medley of flavors. Introduce Worcestershire sauce, tomato paste, diced tomatoes, and any other ingredients that pique your culinary curiosity to the cooked medley. Combine this savory blend with the cooked macaroni, allowing the flavors to intertwine in perfect harmony. Season it to your heart's desire, ensuring each bite is a symphony of flavors tailored to your liking. Transfer the mixture to a baking dish, generously sprinkling grated cheese on top, and let it bake in the oven for approximately 15 to 20 minutes. Till it achieves a golden brown, cheesy perfection. And that wraps it up for today. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and share it with your friends. Give it a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and click on the little notification bell too for more valuable content. Until next time, thanks, and God bless.